two of those big plays come from Holland and Wenthold, both of them. As it says there, Holland has 66 yards, Wenthold has 64. They're doing the damage receiving, Mark.
Yes, they are. BVU's passing yardage is 86 yards. That's because Klinkenfuss has gone from eight completions out of 16 attempts, 1 INT. But the important thing is 2 touchdowns, which helps us cling to this 3-point lead at halftime. Back to the total offensive plays and yardage. The total offensive plays, BV ran 41 plays for a total of 169 yards. Luther College has had 30 plays for 182 yards. As you see, we have the BVU students out into the couches again. That's something they love to do, sit in a comfort instead of these bleachers, but that's all right. They're watching the game as you see the track and the BVU team on the right side of your screen with the punter, Mike Barons, number 13 there, looking to warm up and stretch out his leg in case he is needed in the second half. As we get ready to prepare for this kickoff, as you see as the Beavers kicking team is set, Martinez is ready to kick. He approaches the ball, and we're going to get started with the second half.
Holland back to return for the Luther Norseman as he signals for the ball. He's going to take it, and he's going to let it go. Bounce right at the goal line, and out back to the end zone. Once again, great kick by Martinez. We got a little scuffle out of midfield, but the refs took care of it. And here we go with the second half. 17-14, as we said. 14:56 to go. We just got started. Beavers cling to a 3-point lead. But if neither team scores the rest of the game, Beavers win. So right now, we've got the advantage.
That's a good point, Cass. Right now is a big step-up time for the Buena Vista defense after giving up that late touchdown in the second half, or excuse me, in the second quarter. Now we'll see if they can make some adjustments to stop Thane Holland, number 24 for the Luther team.
I'm interested to see who's going to come out more fired up as they fake the counter or they fake the rollout. Excuse me, they fake the run and then roll out. Attempt goes to number 87 on the sideline over there. Leskmeister trying to make something happen.
That was just good defensive. Play by number 41, Ben Smith. And right now we're going to go down to Ryan Harder for another field report. Take it away, Ryan.
Now here in the broadcast industry, we're supposed to tell you to stick tuned, stay to your set, stay glued to your set. Well, I'm going to go against the wishes of the broadcast industry and tell you to get down here to the game. It's a great day here at J. Leslie Rollins Stadium, and I think that everyone should try to make their way down here. It's just a fantastic day. It's a great day for homecoming. It's still a close game, but BV can pull ahead any minute, and you can get some fresh popcorn. So you can't get that on your couch. Rock you.
You just saw number 94. I believe that's Dan Barkema,
along with Mark Smith on that play.
That was a good stop for which creates a 3rd and 12 for the Luther Norsemen.
BV defense drops back and pass defenses. We've got like a wide receiver screen as he breaks across the middle. Great blocking downfield. And he's gonna. I'm not sure if he's gonna get the first down or not. It depends on the spot. It's
going to be close. It was a good downfield block by number 60, Luther offensive lineman. I believe his name is Corey McCallick. Yes. And another good job by number 39 by the defensive secondary. Stops him short of the first down. 4th and 2 on the ball on the 28-yard line, which forces the Luther team to punt.
Wales is going to be back to punt, back to the elusive Jeff Brennan. Hopefully he can make something happen with this. May make the first man miss. As we see the Luther sidelines holding hands over there, showing unity. Brennan's got the punt. Nobody near him right now. Then the hole collapses, but he gets back past midfield, across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The BV football Beavers are going to have great starting field position in this second half. Let's see what they can do with it, maybe add to their lead. It's crucial that they come out fiery right now, and the sidelines are hitting it hard, and everybody's excited over there. Defense did a great job. Let's go Buena Vista.
Right now you see the Beavers only had a total of 83 yards rushing. They usually average a little bit more than that in the first half. Like we said earlier, they averaged 280 yards total offense in each game so far this season. Right now is going to be an interesting time to see if Coach Hanachek wants to try and air it out or go for stay with the running game. And kind of kind of a different call right now. The Buena Vista Beavers called a timeout with under 2 minutes left, under 2 minutes into the first half. So right now they only have 2 timeouts left for the remainder of the second half. I don't know if Rob Klinkenfuss saw something he didn't like, or the play clock was running down. Excuse me, and but anyway, now we're going to try and get a different play sent in. Klinkenfuss in the huddle. Klinkenfuss, the director of the offense at the quarterback position. He's a junior out of Harlan, Iowa. 6 foot tall, 184 pounds. Real mobile quarterback, looking good so far.
Unless he opts for the pros, I think he'll have 1 more year of eligibility left here for the Beavers.
Klinkenfuss has a 52 yards, a big chunk of that 83 yards rushing for the Beavers that come from quarterback Rob Klinkenfuss.
He's having a pretty good game. Like I said, he has that 1 pick, but he's also got 2 touchdown passes. What's he got? 86 yards passing.
86 yards passing, 52 rushing.
So he's got over 138 yards of total offense just with Klinkenfuss. Great run by the freshman out there. Number 31 for the Beavers with a good run, getting outside, about 7 yards on the play, 6, 7 yards on the play. Good play by number 31 for the Beavers, Garrett Gingrich. Freshman from Dysart, Iowa. He's 6'1", 195.
As we see Josh Wigg and Brent Mackey going into the starting line, not going into the starting lineup, going into the lineup for this play for the Buena Vista Beavers. As we see Tyler Tryon and Josh Wigg out wide to the left, with Darren Graber and Brent Mackey wide to the right. The single back, Ryan Grubb. Grubb up the middle, good hard running play, gets the first down, about a gain of 6.
Good job by Grubb up the middle there, moving the sticks. That's what you need to do in college football. Get the change moving down, get them chain gang moving up and down the field, get them in shape. Good job by Grubb is once again up the middle. We haven't seen Mathers yet this half. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe they're just giving him a little longer break than we expected.
Good job by the Beaver offensive line, really opening up a hole for Ryan Grubb on that last play.
As Klinkenfuss drops back, fakes a handoff. He's got a guy in his face, but he throws the ball to Grubb anyways. Gets it off, and Grubb's going to be just short of a first down to about the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice grab by Ryan Grubb. Good hands for a fullback. Knows how to catch a ball.
He obviously used to be a tight end. That's why he's got them good hands. We're going to go to this graphic of Ryan Grubb, 6 foot 223 out of Kingsley, Iowa, Maple Valley Conference.
He is a senior, like we said, one of the captains for the Beaver team this year.
Still in the ball game. He's been spelled by Mike Mackey a few times, but right now they're going to go to the senior as Rob Klinkenfuss in at quarterback with Mackey and Tryon split left for the Beavers. Klinkenfuss takes a snap, gives it to Grubb. Grubb had a small hole, got through.
It's going to be close to another Beaver first down. It looks like Grubb maybe got a total of 3 or 4 on the play. Another good solid attack by the Beaver offensive line. Real good. Matt Kincaid doing an excellent job as another captain for the Buena Vista offense. As we see Dave Jesse's running in with the play. Klinkenfuss doing a good job directing the team out there so far today, making wise choices, really showing his maturity as a quarterback.
Here he is up under center again with Grubb and 31 Gingrich in at tailback. Gingrich not going to get the first, I don't believe. Good defensive surge by the Luther front 7. Getting through up there, and no gain on that play.
Looks like it will be 4th down and about 1 for the Buena Vista offense.
And here comes the field goal.
Looks like we're going to try a long field goal. I believe Carlos Martinez does have a leg.
Especially with the wind at his back. But don't forget, backup quarterback John Ivanovich, who was getting a lot of playing time at the beginning of the season, who's a very good quarterback, is the holder, so we could see something out of him.
Martinez, a left-footed kicker, is going to try a 46-yard attempt. If he makes this one, it'll be a
Beavers burn their second time out.
I'm not sure what's going on through the offensive players' heads right now, why they're burning so many timeouts so early in the game.
Coach Hadachek's very upset. I think part of that could have been the play clock running down there. They didn't hustle onto the field right away. I don't think the coaches set them on early enough, possibly not set them on early enough, hadn't decided whether to go for it or not. I'm not exactly sure, though.
Like I said, a 46-yard attempt for Carlos Martinez, the freshman out of Papillion, Nebraska. 5'7", 150 pounds, but he can boot the ball with the best of them. As we see number 53, which is
Adam Basinius.
Adam Bassini is going to do the long snapping to John Ivanovic, which is the holder.
Martinez has plenty of leg to make this kick. We saw him trying 60-yarders in warm-ups with this one in his back, and he was hitting them, not as consistently as, you know, but a 60-yard field goes a long one to kick. 50 yards, probably hit very consistently. And we're at a 46-yard one right here.
Good snap and hold.
Up and
has enough leg.
Drilled it. No.
Oh, wide to the left.
Yep.
Had enough distance on there, but just pushed it to the left. It was a good kick. Looked like it was good, but the last second it just went wide to the left thanks to the wind.
I think that had part of it, although he did get a lot of leg into it as the Buena Vista defense hustles onto the field here. Maybe get their offense the ball back with 10:46 left to go in this third period. Buena Vista up 17-14. 3 points is not a lot, especially in college football. One play could be the difference here. So it's important for BV to stay disciplined on defense and make the plays. As we have a run up the middle to Dougherty, and he gets a gain of a few on that play, possibly 3.
Dougherty had 48 yards in the first half on 9 carries, Cass. He's doing a lot of the workload for the Luther Norseman, and the Buena Vista defense is going to have to step it up and contain him a little bit more.
I think the line has been doing a good job getting penetration in the first half. I think they'll keep it up this second half. I don't think the defense is going to lose this game for the Beavers. I think they're going to keep it strong. 14 points. They haven't given up a lot. They played very good, just giving up a few big plays. And big plays usually seem to haunt you as they fake the draw and they throw over the middle. And somehow it was caught through or between 2 defenders. I don't know how the ball got through.
That was just good individual effort by number 87 for the Northman. His name is Clay Peterson. He's a tight end junior, 6'1", 190 pounds, out of Landsboro, Minnesota. Good diving catch concentration for the junior.
I'm not sure how Lesmeister got that ball through there, but he did, and it's first down. Drive continues on at the Luther 45-yard line with the I formation in the backfield.
I believe Lesmeyer must like to so because he threaded the needle on that one, Cass.
I think so. As Lesmeister's up under center, drops back to throw the quick pass, and Brennan took it away. There's that hitch and go I talked about earlier, and they did it. Brennan had that read perfectly if it was the hitch, because he just stepped in front and probably ran for 6 the other way.
I believe that was Brian Davis on the deep coverage. Brennan helped him out up early, but Davis stayed with him stride for stride, going deep. So a good job by both Brennan and Davis.
Brian Davis is a very fast cornerback. Not many offensive wide receivers are going to outrun him down the field. I think he's going to stay in most people's hip pocket.
The thing to remember about this Beaver defensive secondary is they're a bunch of young guys, a couple of freshmen, a sophomore, and 2 juniors, I believe, just real young with Lesmeister faking the handoff and trying to thread the needle again, but just couldn't quite get this one into Clay Peterson.
Well, I think the ball got in there, but a good job by number 41 of the Beaver defense, Ben Smith, getting his hand in there to strip the ball out from the tight end's hands.
That creates a 3rd down and long for the Norsemen. 3rd down and 10 to be exact, with 9 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Little quarterback comparison here. Lesmeister is 10 for 17, 169 yards and 1 TD. Whereas Klinkenfuss is 8 for 16, 50%, 86 yards for 2 TDs, but 1 interception. Also 9 rushes for 54 yards. So we've got the option here, and the pitch goes out to Dougherty.
Another good job by the defense. By the defense for the Beavers, stringing out this option as far as they could go. And Lesmeyer held it as far as he could and just pitched it so he wouldn't get cracked by number 9, Kurt Bousted.
I don't think it mattered. I think he did get cracked, and I think they're going to have to punt. As Tryon and Brennan get back to return, Wales is going to be doing the punt, and it's going to be important for Luther to hold this line.
So far in the first half, Brian Wales attempted 3 punts for a total of 124 yards. That makes it a 41.3-yard average. His long punt of the first half was 53 yards.
Here he is, calls for the snap, gets it, up. BV playing for the return. This is going to go to Tryon, and he calls for the fair catch. He didn't get much room to catch that ball, and the officials aren't going to call it. And I agree with Coach Hadacek on that play. Tryon didn't have much room to catch the ball. The rule is you got to give him 2 yards to catch it. 2 yards is 6 feet. 6 feet's a lot of room you got to give him, and he didn't give him no 6 feet. And the flag is down now.
There's a late flag on the play. Yep. I believe they are going to call it, Cass.
Good job by Coach Hadacek to persuade them into calling. I think he's bigger than most referees in the nation, and I think when he tells you to call something, I think they're going to obey. As BV's going to get the ball here on the just short of the 30-yard line. Miller back in it. Well, actually, this is the old starting lineup, it looks like. Gillespie in at center and Miller in at guard. This is the way the Beavers started the season, I believe. And Klinkenfuss in between the split backs, shotgun style. He's going to take the center from Gillespie, or snap, and it's a handoff to Grubb on the draw.
Draw up the middle to Grubb.
He found some room, did a good job of gaining about 13 yards in that play. He squeezed through that offensive line and did a good job of getting in the hole, and then he just used a quick burst of speed and some power to get that first down, as Kincaid shows us first down.
I believe he had 12 yards after the initial point of contact, which is an important thing Coach Hadacek wants to stress to his running backs. If you get hit, keep moving. You can get yards after you're hit. And Ryan Grubb showed that, what he practices every day in practice right there. Good job to Ryan Grubb.
Ryan Grubb's a very hard hitter. Once again, Klinkenfuss back in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Fake that same play this time to the other guy. And Graber's wide open in the middle, and he gets hit.
I don't think Klinkenfuss saw number 29, the Luther defensive back.
Good job
coming into the play.
Number 29 making that
Chris
play.
Sorcially, good job by Darren Graber not to allow that interception. It's a good
defensive play. Yeah, I think Graber didn't see him coming either. He has hands up there ready to catch the ball, and out of nowhere come this flash of white. That was number 29. Sausalito.
We have Tyler Tryon and Britt Mackey coming back into the game as Josh Wake exits the game. And you see Mackey and Tyler, a lot of speed to the left side for the Beavers right now.
8:18 left to go in this third quarter. 17-14 Beavers ahead as they drop back the pass, and it's a draw to Gingrich. Gingrich ain't got much room to go to, and he gets a gain of about 4 on that play, possibly 5.
It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 5 or a 3rd down and 6.
Exactly, and then, you know, that was a smart call by Coach, getting instead of 3rd and long at 3rd and 10 or whatever, trying to pass, maybe getting it incomplete on the 2nd down. Now they've got 3rd and 5, and that's something they can work with. You know, you don't know what to expect. You might see a screen. You might see that underneath route by Jesse or Graber here. I think that was a good call by Coach, getting them a workable 1st down. As Klinkenfuss brings his offense up to the line. 2 backs in the backfield. Gingrich one of them. Still haven't seen Mathers as we fake the draw. And Tryon's open down the middle, and he sees him. Gets the ball and he gets nailed, but I don't think he's worried about getting hit because he wraps the ball up, turned and kept it up tight against his body. He wasn't going down without losing that ball or without keeping that football. Good job by Tryon to work the zone. He found a soft spot in the zone, and Klinkenfuss found him.
Number 27, John Hatlevig for the Luther defensive secondary, really laid down the law on Tyler Tryon, but he shows he's a rebel and gets back up, ready to play again. Good concentration by Tyler Tryon.
Good job, I agree. Wig and Salazar on this side with Graber and Mackey on the other side. Looks like Grubb is tailback. The give goes to Grubb. He's getting yards. He's beating on some people out there, hitting them hard. How many yards after contact that time?
It looked like about 6 or 7. Grubb really came out and wanted to play the second half, showing what he can do with the ball.
Good job by Grubb on that play to work up for that 1st down, I believe. Yes, it was. Good job.
Another great job by the Beaver offensive line sustaining blocks, because with a run like that Grubb just had, if the offensive line don't hold their blocks, there's no way you can get yards after contact. A great individual effort by all the offensive linemen and Ryan Grubb.
Excellent point, Mr. Hazelton. As in the I formation, handoff goes to Gingrich. Gingrich getting a lot of play in the 2nd half, and he gets outside, makes a couple moves, and he's still on his feet. Good job. That was good balance by Gingrich, keeping his hand on the ground. And
that's going to make things close for another 1st down. Great job by the freshman.
I agree.
The referees are talking over, see if they want to measure or if they're just going ahead and give the Beavers a 1st down. But no, they decide it's way too close. Officials time out for the measurement. That was another good individual effort. You can't say enough about how hard these Beavers are playing. Even though they're playing as a team, they're all giving 110% they have for this homecoming, hoping to pull out a victory.
I'm not sure if that is Garrett Gingrich or not. Matt McCracken was supposed to get a lot of playing time today, and backup kicker for the Beavers wears 42, as so did McCracken, and I think they might have switched him to number 31 so that he can play, because Kevin Endelman also wears number 42. So I believe that is Matt McCracken. I think we've been calling him Gingrich all day, but I think it is McCracken because Coach told us he was going to get some time today.
Well, we'll give Matt McCracken some props right now then. We're sorry about messing up his name, but that's all right.
The Beavers waving for the crowd. Get it up.
It's a second down and 1, real close to the first down by Matt McCracken. Good, excellent run by the freshman.
As it's going to be fourth at about a half a foot, 6 inches, and I think we might see Grubb up the middle. I'm not sure. We might see Klinkenfuss again on that sneak, especially without anybody lined up over the center, just the linebacker.
I could see Coach Hadcheck just going for it here because it's kind of a waste down if you look at it in a way. As you see,
Klinkenfuss on the bootleg. He's got room. He's going to take it
turns into a blocker downfield.
And I think he got the first down. But I think he kind of delayed a little bit as if he might throw the ball and decided to tuck it under. I think if he'd have sprinted out right away, he might have got more yards. But as it is, first down for the Beavers. They're driving. They're wearing down the clock with 6:15 left to go in this third quarter, trying to put more points on the board.
It's first and 10 for the Beavers on the 16-yard line.
Good job by the Beaver offensive line and everybody else, the backfield and everything, selling that play to the left side. And Klinkenfuss bootlegging out to the right by himself. He had a couple receivers block for him downfield. Also did a good job of holding them guys off long enough for Klink to get the first down. As it's a quarterback draw again. Klinkenfuss, the leading ground gainer so far today, I believe, for the Beavers, doing a good job on that play.
The Norseman wasn't really fooled on that quarterback draw out of shotgun because they've seen it so often today. That's how a lot of those plays is how Klinkenfuss gets his big yardage gains as a runner. As you see, number 44, Heath Statler, coming in for the Buena Vista Beavers. This is like their third or fourth running back of the game. So they're really showing their depth in that position.
I'm curious to see where Mathers is at right now. Is he possibly hurt, or is he just they're just using other backs right now? I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out later. As Klinkenfuss has 11 rushes for 57 yards, but now Heath Statler, he's been pretty consistent for the Beavers. When they ask of Heath Statler, he does what they ask for. Last year he got some time as a freshman. Now as a sophomore, getting more time he's in, and then they fake the ball to Statler, and they throw to Grubb.
Nice catch by Grubb.
Yeah, exactly, great catch by Grubb, going up and getting it. As we said earlier, former tight end.
Looks about like a 5-yard gain will make it like 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 7, but can't say enough about that catch. Good concentration. Knew he was going to get hit once he left his feet. Watched the ball into his hands.
I think this first down is really important. I don't think the Beavers want to try for another field goal. I think they want to punch it in the end zone. So I believe if they don't get the first, but they get real close, they'll probably go for it again this close to the goal line. But they got to get close.
The Beavers have Tyler Tryon and Josh Wigg out to the left, and Graber and Brett Mackey out to the right.
They really spread this offense out, and it's Klinkenfuss again up the middle, and he's got room. Good job by Klinkenfuss getting up, but I don't believe he's got enough for the first down.
It's going to be about 1 or 2 yards short of the first down. Coach Hadcheck is really loving that quarterback draw today on Klinkenfuss.
It looks like we're going to have Martinez for a field goal possibly, but once again, watch out for the fake with the backup quarterback in there as a holder. He has a very good arm. And as Coach Hadcheck said earlier, he's a great drop-back passer, so we might see a throw out of this. But I think it's important for the Beavers to get the points, too, so I don't know what way Coach Hadcheck can go on.
This is a 26-yard field goal attempt by Carlos Martinez. You saw him miss a 46-yard one earlier just wide to the left. This one is up. And it is through the upright and good. A 26-yard field goal by Carlo Martinez to push the Buena Vista lead up to 20-14 over the Luther Norsemen.
Good job, Martinez, on that play, getting the ball up and through the uprights, and good job by everybody else on that special teams play right there, doing their job and getting points for the Beavers.
That field goal came with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third quarter to up the lead to 20-14. It was just a good drive by the offense there. Kind of wish they could have punched it in, but instead of full of points when you have a lead, try and extend it and give your defense a chance to hold the lead.
Just a special note here, that 31 is Matt McCracken. I can see it from here now. He's from Maple Valley Conference where I played him before, so I know what he looks like, so I'm positive 31 is now Matt McCracken, not Gingrich. As Martinez is gonna do his little run up, stutter step, run some more and kick it. Here it comes, and that one's not going to be returnable as it bounces just 1 yard short of out of the end zone, about 9 yards deep, so pretty good kick there by Martinez.
A note for the Buena Vista, A note for the Buena Vista special teams. Like we said earlier, Martinez did kick his first field goal as a game winner one. And just another special note, the Buena Vista team has the homecoming king, Gibson McGill, as the homecoming king on the team. He is number 50 for the Buena Vista Beavers.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate Gibson on his crowning today. And good job to the Beaver special teams for getting the points, and good job for the drive that the Beavers just put together. Taking a lot of time off the clock as we got it 3:16 and running right now. The clock is.
That was a good stop by the defensive line there, Cass. We really bunched up the middle and didn't let them go anywhere. We have a 2nd and 9.
Cheerleaders throwing gold footballs into the crowd right now as the Luther lines up in the I formation. Counter play. Schmidt read it, but he got blocked. And they're not going to have enough for a first down. I'm not sure if Schmidt got blocked or if he got held.
We have Mark Smith, Kurt Brennan, and number 90, Wade McEnroy in on the play. So a gang of Buena Vista Beavers on the tackle.
Good job defense, and I expect to see more of it as the game goes on.
It's about 3rd and 5 now. Pick up a 4 for the Luther offense. 3rd down and 5, ball on the 25.
Thinking the Beavers stop here and can get another drive going into the 4th quarter, they'll really be sitting good. As they drop back to pass, they run the slant, and it's open. And Holland shows some breakaway speed. He gets a block. Good job by Davis, assuring himself, staying broke down and pushing him out of bounds, making sure he got the tackle on that play.
That was just real good patience by both Holland and Lesmeister for the Luther College Norsemen. The Lesmeister just waited until that one developed, threw it right in the right spot, threaded the needle again, and got the first down. It's 1st and 10, ball on the 47-yard line.
First down for the Luther Norsemen. Beaver defense up and ready to roll. As Lesmeister under center, hands off to Dougherty, and Dougherty gets smacked at the line of scrimmage. I think I'm seeing something that I haven't seen all game. They're getting stopped.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen that since the last running the play. They tried up the middle, Cass. Again, you can't say enough about Wade McElroy and Mark Smith again on the stop.
Also,
this
all that
for a
defensive
1-yard loss.
line, they're not allowing for no holes to open up inside. They're getting into their man, and they're shedding the block, and they're making the play. Good job, defensive line for the Beavers. Now it's time to come with the big pass defense here.
2nd and 11.
They drop back the throw. They got a man open.
Good play by freshman Bart Smith, number 7.
Little contact there, but I think it was mutual. Both players are bumping into each other. So
Holland was begging for the pass interference play, but no. The refs say no. Equal time contact. Good play by number 7, Bart Smith.
Minute 39 left to go in this 3rd period. That's a great play by Bart Smith as we added. Should be coming up on the screen here in a minute.
Yeah, you see he's a freshman. He's from Guthrie Center, Iowa, 5'9", 166 pounds. Doing a great job as a freshman, really stepping up into college football.
Here's defense comes up. Under pressure. He's got room on the outside, but Smith, the defensive back, closes in on him. That was number 41.
Good job by the Buena Vista defense again, making Lesmeister try and roll out. He's not quite as effective as Klinkenfuss is on the run, but yet he can stand in the pocket and throw the ball, but this time he was flushed out in an incomplete pass.
Oh, very good defense, and BVU's going to get the ball back here. And first half they had an 8-minute drive. If they could put another 8-minute drive together, that's going to, I think it's really going to be tough for Luther to come back, especially if BVU can put an 8-minute drive together and score.
We have a 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Score at 20-14. And the punt is a short one. They're going to get away from it.
As it bounced off the defender's chest at the 23-yard line, BVU's going to get a good spot on there. I think a score now by Beavers could really, help their chance to win this game. Only up 6 right now. It's only a touchdown on an extra point. So I think it's important for this Beaver team to get a good drive going. And the ball's going to be around the, as I said, 23-yard line. It bounced off the number 57's chest.
It's really good to see Aaron Gillespie in the game. We thought at the beginning of the game he wouldn't really have a chance to play because of his bum shoulder, but he's showing really how tough he is and how much he wants to finish his senior season with a win at homecoming.
Yes, excellent job by the whole offensive line. I mean, you can't give them enough credit. They're bringing the holes. They're giving Klinkenfuss time. Great job once again, offensive line. Klinkenfuss got plenty of time here, and he's got a man wide open, and he opts for Tyler Tryon. But I thought Josh Wigg down the right inside of Tryon was really open. He had about 4 or 5 steps on his man, which was a linebacker, number 90, the inside guy, I believe is a linebacker. I think anytime you put Wig and 90 in the same pattern, Wig's going to outrun him unless 90 gets the hit.
We see Ryan Grubb coming out of the game, and McCracken, number 31, comes in for him. Klinkenfuss under center.
And he drops back, fakes the draw, he's got time, throws over the middle. Tryon goes up for the catch and gets smacked. He's taught all about it, but not before he makes a catch. Good job using his hands to go and catch the ball. Good receivers always use their hands, and he's obviously a good receiver. And it doesn't look like, he's really trying to get the yards after the catch, but I think more importantly, he's trying to make sure he's got the ball and get both feet on the ground and cradle it, because 15 yards is a great gain there.
Tyler Tryon, from our statistician Charlie Plath, has 3 catches for 62 yards. That averages out to just above 20 yards per catch, so he's doing a good job.
Good job by their defense. They're only giving up a gain of about 2 yards on that play, but still, let's go back to that play before. Tyler Tryon's doing a good job of working that zone. Every time they're in that zone, he's finding the soft spot right in the middle of the field. It looks like both linebackers are kind of dropping into the flats, and it's wide open. Here we go, McCracken at the backfield. We got Wigg split this side, and Mackey on the other side. Mackey with the fast receiver on the team, and McCracken trying to get some speed outside, but
number 91 for the Luther College.
Good job by
a good job. That is David Purcell. He's a defensive lineman. He's only a freshman, 6'2", 230 from Stillwater, Minnesota.
He's very big. And I think that talking about the big defensive linemen that are young, it's too bad for the Beavers that John Seal, big John Seal, is injured right now, because he was starting the season. He's doing an excellent job there. And right now he's a little banged up, but he'll be back for another season as we have the end of the third quarter. End of the third, going into the fourth. BV up 20-14. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 to go, it looks like, for the Mighty Beavers.
Score is 20-14, like you said, Cass. It's only a 6-point lead, but it is just a 1-possession game. This is really a key play, in my opinion, right now, to see if the Beavers can keep this drive going. It's real important that they, right now with the lead, that they extend their drives and use up the clock, because that precious clock, if you don't have time on the clock, the other team can't score.
Right now, we got a shot at midfield. That BV looks great. I tell you, whoever did that did a great job on the field today. All week when they've been working on it, painting the numbers on, painting the lines, painting the college symbol on there. Great job, maintenance and ground crew. Man, it is a beautiful day here at J. Leslie Rollins.
As you can see, we're showing the lake. The lake looks beautiful, nice and calm, not too many waves. Looks like a beautiful day. If you're watching this, come on down for the end of the 4th quarter. It's looking great as we see Klinkenfuss under center again with 3rd down and 11.
Or at least come swimming as Klinkenfuss drops back. He hands off to Grubb. Grubb
almost breaks it, gets tripped up for about a gain of 6, maybe 4, maybe 5 yards. I'm sorry. And we're going to have to send in the punting unit.
As Barron's going to try to get a good kickoff back to the returner, number 29 for Luther. He's made some moves today to get out in the open field, but he really hasn't got much of a gain. I think that the Beaver coverage is doing a great job on special teams.
In the first half, sorry to interrupt, but in the first half, Mike Barron's had 2 punts for 84 yards, a 42-yard average, and he gets caught up in the wind now. And number 29, a fair catches it for the Luther. On that catch, it was number 29, Chris Sorsalil. And like we said, he's not getting a lot of chance to return, but that's all right. They still got good field position, and the defense is going to have to step up right here again.
I think this 4th quarter is really key for the Norsemen because they're a passing team, and right now they got the wind at their back, so they'll probably be going downfield again. So let's hope Beavers can come up with a standout here and get the ball back and utilize the time on the clock. 14:24 to go as the Norsemen drop back the pass. They're going for the pass on the sidelines. The number 81 was open, but just threw to the side of him a little too much. That was number 81 for Luther, wide out. He ran kind of an out pattern on that one. Steve Hobart, I believe, on that side of the reception there. Usually he goes to Wenthold, his leading receiver, but that play opted not to, as Wenthold isn't even in right now. I'm not sure if there's a reason for that, but Thane Holland is, and he's on this side, and he's also had a couple big catches today for the Luther Norsemen. And they're not out of this game by no means, as Dougherty gets stuffed up the middle. I said it once, I said it again, and I'll say it again. You can't run up the middle. Mark Smith and company, Dan Barkema, Brennan, Bremer and Bausted and Schmidt, they're all tough. And that's all I got to say about that.
They're just doing a really good job of stuff in the middle, falling off their blocks from the offensive linemen, and really wrapping up, doing a good job wrapping up the Thane Holland and number 20 for the Luther Norsemen.
That's Dougherty, the running back, as Les Meister's under center. And he drops back the pass, hitch and go, and he tries to throw to Holland, and he had him. Holland had a step on him, but
it's good pass coverage. And number 8 for the Beavers, which is Kurt Bremer, just really jacked Les Meister after he threw the ball.
Kurt Bremer from Mobile, Iowa. Big hitter, as you just saw that. He got some good size on him for DN, and he's going to pop somebody if he gets in the game.
As you can see, it's 4th down and about 8 right now. Ball on the 40-yard line. We're going to have another punt by Brian Wales.
Wales has been putting the ball all right today, and Brennan, with his wind at his back, Brennan's probably going to have a deep punt to catch, and he does. And he might let that one go. No, he decides to take it. As you can hear the crowd saying ooh and ah. And he's got a lane. Great return by Brennan to get upfield, the 33-yard line, and then jacked. That was a hit. Usually you don't see someone get picked up like that, as that linebacker's letting him know all about it. Number 40, or excuse me, fullback. I think he was a little jawing going on there. And I don't think Brennan cares, because Brennan just had about a 20-yard return. Good job by Jeff Brennan.
The audience didn't sound like they agreed with that catch that Jeff Brennan had on the 10-yard line, but he brings it out about to the 32, which is 12 yards difference if you want to let that one go in the end zone.
Good job by Brennan. Now it's time for the Beaver ground game to get it going again. I think it's time for, looks like Mathers is finally back in the ball game. Maybe they was resting him for this 4th quarter. And I'd like to see him take over now as they hand the ball to Grubb. And great blocking up front, and out on the outside, Graber doing a good job getting on the end out there. But good job by Kincaid, Smith, Miller, all of them inside. Great job, great job.
Grubb had about a 14 or 15-yard pickup on that one. Just a good job by the offensive line, opening up the holes for a semi-truck to go through. And if a semi-truck can fit through, so can Ryan Grubb.
Them linemen are Kincaid, Johnson, Miller, Lance, and Jacobson. Great job, but let's go to this play here, right? And after this play, we're going to go to a break.
Under center.
But Klinkenfuss drops back, fakes a handoff, and he throws it downfield for Jesse. Oh, almost makes a one-handed grab.
Jesse's
Great
head.
try. But
right now we're going to go to a field report with Ryan Harder.
Mark and Cass, I continue to be amazed by the capacity of this crowd here at J. Leslie Rollins Stadium. If you can take a look behind me, the crowd is still filled to almost capacity of the stadium. In all 4 years of covering Beaver football, I have never seen the stadium this full. It's a great day for Beaver football. The Beavers still hold the lead. The game's by no means over. Beaver action is continuing. Back to you.
Well, we're back, and it's 2nd down and 10 yards goes. Klinkenfuss drops back to pass. Great time. Man, he had a man wide open. Oh, what a
catch by Todd Tryon.
You know, he's one of the strongest players on his team. I mean, he's got a great physique. And he's using his strength right there to hold on to the football. Great play. I tell you, that could be a key play in this game, converting that 2nd down. That's the first time we've called his name all day, but great play. And a good job by Klinkenfuss to throw it to where only Todd could catch it.
Good point, Cass. Todd Tryon is Tyler's brother. They did go to the same high school, same family, like we said. It's amazing. They both have hands that will not drop anything if it is in their area. As you see Zach Mathers, it looked like running up the middle for a couple-yard gain. This will put him at about 2nd down and 8.
Back on that play, at only 5'11", he really got up off the ground, and here he is right now. You get a nice picture of him.
From Lakeview, Iowa. He's a senior, number 24, with his brother Tyler, playing on the same team. Doing a great job together as a family.
Transfer here from USD as we got Klinkenfuss up under the center with I formation. Split receivers, the Tryon tandem up there to the top of the screen. As a handoff to Grubb up the middle, and he's breaking tackles. And he's really power running now. I don't think he's messing around. I think he's going right at him, and he's going to say, hey, if you want to hit me, you're going to end up on your back. And that's exactly what's happening. The workhorse is working. And now he calls for calls for a sub as he's got 9 rushes for 61 yards and 3 catches for 8 yards. But Mankey's coming in now. Mankey had a great 19-yard draw play in the first half. So I don't think the talent level goes down too much.
Ryan Grubb really working hard, deserves this nice break that he's going to get right now. See what Mike Mankey can do.
You gotta love Mike Mankey, because if he had 3 holes in his back, it looked like you could throw him down the bowling lane. I mean, he looks like a bowling ball. He plays like a bowling ball. He's always knocking people down and running them over. If he don't get hit nobody, he's disappointed. He's that type of player. Good job.
Zach Mathers tried to run up the middle, got tossed for a 2-yard loss. Instead of 3rd down and 2, it'll be 4th and 4. And we'll see what Coach Hadachek wants to do. It looks like he's going to go for it.
I'm sure he will,
instead of kicking a field goal into the wind.
Into the wind, exactly. And they got the ball down the field a little way, so if they don't get the first down, it's going to be tough for Luther still to march the ball down the field with only 10 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. 4th and 4 on this play, Mark. The drop back, fake the handoff. Clickfoot's got time. He's going to take it himself, and he is.
He's going to go for it.
He gets it.
About a 10-yard
I tell you what, a key on that was Grubb out there. Ryan Grubb looked like the receiver. Instead, he hits a block. He didn't hit him hard. He just kind of scraped him, but he changed the defender's angle, and it calls for a first down. And the linemen are jumping around. I swear, they got so high, I could have slid a piece of bread under their feet.
I'm telling you, if I was that big, I wouldn't have that big of a vertical too, but they're doing an excellent job. They're doing an excellent job right now for Rob Klinkenfuss and the running backs, giving him time. As you see, Klinkenfuss again, a 6-foot junior, 184 pounds from Harlan, Iowa, just really doing a good job in making his decisions, Cass.
As he's in the shotgun right now, he's dropping back to pass, and that's their final timeout. Play clock down to 1 when he called it. I don't think Coach Hadachek's happy about that, but tell you what, he's a lot happier than losing 5 yards, and maybe they'll get into the end zone now, instead of being 1st and 15. Get in the end zone now. It's really going to look good for the Beavers. Up 20-14 right now. I think any kind of score is imperative for the Beavers right now. I think they have to get on the board after eating this much clock up. It has to be now. They got to do it now.
Like we said, the score is 20-14 in favor of the Buena Vista football Beavers against the Lawrence College Norsemen. And we saw Hadachek talking to both Todd Tryon and Rob Klinkenfuss during the timeout as Brent Mackey comes out of the game. It's going to be interesting to see if Hadachek decides to stay with the ground game or try and open it up, because Klinkenfuss has been picking his receivers pretty good this drive.
We haven't seen really a reverse or anything on the Beavers. Maybe they got that in their arsenal, I don't know. But I don't know if they'd go away from what's been working either. And I don't think they will. I think they're going to run it hard. Play clock's running down. Coach Hadachek getting excited on the sidelines. I'm not sure what's wrong down there, but here we go.
As you see Josh Wigg and Todd Tryon wide to the right with an I formation with Klinkenfuss under center.
As Klinkenfuss under center. Fakes a handoff. He's got Grubb here in the flat, and a pass batted down by number 92. Great play on the defensive by not Darren Schwarty, but Colby Sullivan. Nice play.
Klinkenfuss had Grubb open out of the backfield with a little back pattern into the flat area, because they sent both Tryon and Wigg deep, and that really cleared them out. If Klinkenfuss could have got the ball to Grubb, it would have been a good play, but excellent defensive play by number 92 for the Luther College football team.
Yeah, as the defensive lineman, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands in his face at least, so he has trouble making the throw, and he did a good job there. Number 92 is Sullivan on that play.
See an offset Grubb offset to the right side with Wigg out wide to the right.
First fakes the draw, he's got his man, and Wigg gets drilled, but he should have come up with that ball, hit him in the hands. He got jacked though in his defense.
Like we said earlier, Josh Wigg was a converted quarterback from high school. Had a great game over in Germany when the BV team went over to play the Hanau Hawks last spring. He was the game MVP for the Beavers, had 1 interception and 1 touchdown. Coach told me the Germany fans thought he was like Deion Sanders over there.
Well, he might not be like Deion Sanders, but he's doing a great job for the Beavers this year. And Klinkenfuss back into the shotgun, takes a snap, picks his receiver, hits Tryon in the hands again.
Tryon was open. Just threw him a little bit behind Tryon, but still it was a catchable ball. It's just a tough break for the Beavers, which looks like they'll try another field goal.
Tryon looks like he might have jammed a finger on that play. When he turned to catch it, maybe he got his thumb up in the way a little bit.
This is going to be a 37-yard field goal attempt by Carlo Martinez.
Into the wind.
Into the wind, but it's quite possible he has the leg for it. It's going to be interesting to see.
And the wind really stopped that one.
No, it was blocked on the line of scrimmage by one of the defensive linemen for the Luther College football team, which it had the distance if it would have kept straight after the block, but a tough break for the Beavers coming out of that nice drive with no points to show for it.
You can see when the ball got to its peak, that wind just like a brick wall has really come back. But Beavers got, they got Luther in some bad field positions starting on their own 20-yard line. I think that they can, maybe put a stop here. It could be all she wrote for Luther. But Luther's capable of driving down the field, and we're going to see what they got as they send a man in motion. And it looks like they
it's going to be a flag on the play.
Start. I'm not sure what lineman it was, but I think it was either number 87 or number 60 on this side.
Illegal procedure against the Luther football team. It's kind of tough. Can't afford to have a penalty in that position right there. Instead of 1st and 10 on the 20, it's 1st and 15 on the 15. It's a tough break for them, but yet it's a good break for us, our very own Buena Vista Beaver football team.
We want the Beavers to win, so it's a great break. I mean, good play by Luther in my eyes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So Luther's got the ball now. Send a man in motion once again.
The Luther football team's really shooting themselves in the foot right now, Cass. I'm not quite sure what's going through their heads, but I'm not complaining about it because it's helping our Beaver team.
I'm getting used to this play though.
I'm liking it.
9:47 left to go in the game. Homecoming 98. It's almost over, folks. Hopefully we get to celebrate with the victory. 20-14, Beavers ahead. 1st and 20 on the 10-yard line. But we've seen a lot of good pass plays out of this Luther team, so this is not an unreachable first down.
We have Holland out wide to the left for the Norseman right now. The back to pass, looking to go across the middle.
Both players had a chance to catch that ball. Great pass to Holland to hit him in the hands, and then it bounced into Davis's hands. But I don't think Davis expected the ball. But that ball was caught. It was a first down.
Yes,
so
it was.
Great job. I think Davis might have let him inside, thinking he had inside help from the safeties instead of forcing him out.
It's all right. Now it's 2nd down and 20. Ball on the 10-yard line with 9:40 left to go in the game.
Now we see Lesmeister's number 1 receiver, Wenthold, is in the game now, and he's been playing tough. And they run him underneath for that same screen that they ran earlier. Brian Davis got a chance at him, and he's getting held, it looked like.
That was good downfield blocking by number 87 for the Luther football team. Number 87 would be Clay Peterson again, the junior out of Landsboro, Minnesota. Good screen play, gained about 15 yards, so instead of 3rd and long, it's about 3rd and 5. Still a long ways to go for the first down, though.
Good job by the defense, not so much recognizing it, but after the play happened, they ran it down, and Davis did a good job of containing on this side. Number 39, Brian Davis, did a good job of containing on this side, forced them to cut back into the middle as Luther calls a timeout here. I believe that is their
that's their second timeout for the half with 9 minutes, 6 seconds left in the game, actually. Luther has the ball on the 25-yard line, 3rd down and 5. So it's going to be interesting to see what they play, or if they're going to try and run a pass play, or if they're going to try and run like a counter play or a draw play up the middle.
According to our statistician, BV has no timeouts left, and we saw him use all 3 early in this half, and Luther does have 2 left.
Okay.
I knew there was a 2 in there somewhere, but I wasn't sure where. Luther coming up to the ball, Lesmeister. He's been playing a pretty good game so far, and they got trips here. I'm sure he's probably going to try to throw to his favorite receiver, number 24, or Wenthold, his other favorite receiver. I don't know if he's in it. I can't see from here. Don't look like it. And almost dropped, and he barely got that ball off, and I think Bremer's letting him know a little bit about
Kurt
it.
Brenner just laid him out. It was a good tough throw, good defensive cover by Jeff Brennan to not have a chance of completing that pass. Just all around good stop by the Buena Vista defense.
You can see right away when that play started, the quarterback brought the ball up and he saw what he wanted, but there was a defender in the way. He had to bring it back down, and that gave more time to the defense to get a pressure in there. So good job, BV. defensive backs and defensive linemen for all working together right there.
Number 10, Brian Wales kicks it deep to Brennan. Gets it on about the 28-yard line.
Oh, Brennan's got some room to the outside.
Brings it up to about the 38 or the 39, real close to the 40-yard line. About a 10-yard return for Jeff Brennan. It's a good high kick.
Work the clock now. At least if they can't get a bunch of first downs and get it down the field, that needs to get in a good, at least get in a good area where they can don't have to punt so far into the wind, because that's going to hamper their kick. But I'd rather see a drive for a touchdown or at least a field goal. They've had a couple attempts that haven't been good, but I think they still have confidence in Carlos Martinez, the freshman sensation from Papillion La Vista High School in Omaha, Nebraska, I believe.
In Carlos's defense, the one he missed was a 46-yarder, and the second one he missed was blocked. So it's nothing he's really doing. He still has a leg. I still have confidence in him if we need him.
And the Beavers stand with what I thought would happen. The goal on the ground to Ryan Grubb.
It's about a 4-yard pickup by Ryan Grubb. Makes it like 2nd down and 6 or 2nd down and 7. It's going to be real close. Good job by Ryan Grubb after the initial contact.
Exactly. He needs to do that.
Another great shot of the leg. Looks like 2 guys are strolling over here, going to concentrate on some fishing. Hopefully they're fishing for a win for our Buena Vista Beaver football team.
I think that the Beavers need to drop the hook, line, and sinker in there and catch a victory right now as we're going on the fishing innuendos.
That was another tough run by Ryan Grubb, about a 2-3 yard gain. It's going to bring about 3rd down and 4.
But that is a workable first down, and that's important, that you're not going 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. You're going 3rd and 4, and that's workable, and I think Coach Joe Hadachek can't be disappointed with that, although I'm sure he'd rather have first down every play.
That's true. Can't complain. They already ran about a minute and a half off the clock since they got the ball, which is good. They got to keep the clock rolling, which is what Hadachek is trying to do, I imagine, right now.
And fakes the handoff, and Klinkenfuss to Grubb, and that's going to be a first down as long as he stays in bounds and he goes out of bounds. But I tell you what, he got the first down. Coach can't be disappointed with that. I'm sure he'd like for Grubb to stay in bounds, and I'm sure Grubb would like to run for a touchdown too. But we can't have our cake and eat it too all the time. First down, Beavers got the football, 7:32 to go. It's 20-14, Beavers ahead. And you know what? I think that Grubb did a good job just getting down the field, and they need to score a touchdown as Ryan Grubb on the field.
As you see, he's a senior, 6 foot, 223-pound running back from Kingsley, Iowa. Just really doing all the workhorse jobs for the Beavers today.
The former KP Panther runs out the middle, got more room, and he gets nailed. But number 27 stepping up and hitting him hard, but
that's right.
I don't think it's hard enough.
After he gained 5 yards, and the clock is still running. Beavers doing a real good job as we see Grubb coming off the field and his backup Mike Mickey back into the game.
John Hatlevig on that tackle there for the Norseman. As we've got Mathers, or leading rushers for the Beavers. Klinkenfuss was 70 yards and Grubb was 72, so it's really balanced. As the leading ground game for the Beavers, Mathers only has 16 yards on the day, but he hasn't been playing the whole game, so they fake to Mathers, as a matter of fact, and they throw it to Tryon. I think Klinkenfuss had pressure in his face.
Just got rocked by number 44 for the Luther team, which is Marty Hendrickson. He's a linebacker, junior, a 6'4", 230 pounds from Blanchardville, Wisconsin.
And that's too bad, too, because Tryon was open for a big gain on that other side. The other receiver on that side ran a deep pattern and ran the defensive back off as Tryon did a quick out and was wide open over there.
It's a good job by Klinkenfuss of avoiding the sack again.
Exactly. Klinkenfuss up under center. Aaron Gillespie calls the play up the line. Takes a snap. The run, the draw. Mathers, enough for first down.
Good play by Zach Mathers. Gets about 9 yards on the play. First down, Buena Vista Beavers.
Just short of the Luther 29-yard line. And I tell you what, if Beavers can score here, I don't think they have to worry about the clock so much because it'll be a big lead. It'll be, no matter what, more than a touchdown if they can get any points on the board, and that's important here. So good job by Mathers picking up the first down. Good job by the whole Buena Vista offense of selling the pass. Good job, guys.
Good point. That was really Zach Mathers' first breakout run of the game so far. They've really kept him keyed on, and just did a good job of getting yards after contact.
As a coach, you like to see your top rusher perform, but if they're keying on you, it's nice to see other players step up in the running game. Between Grubb and Klinkenfuss, there's 140 yards. So Beavers, you know, they got around 160 yards rushing, so I'm not exactly sure on the stats, but they're doing a good job on the ground. They're doing a good job keeping time rolling, and it's going to be second down and 11.
We just saw David Purcell for the Luther football team wrap up Grubb right at the line of scrimmage, if not for a 1-yard loss. So it's 2nd and 12 ball on the 31-yard line.
This Luther team doesn't look very small. It looks like they can really lay some hits on some people. They look pretty big. As Klinkenfuss drops back, fakes the draw this time, and they got Grubb on the screen, and he does a good job cutting to the middle where there's nothing on the outside. He got a gain of about 4 or 5 on that play just because he made a good cut to the inside. There wasn't much there to get. He got what he could.
That's a good point. That's a pickup of 4 yards, 3rd down and 7 now. So it's going to be 3rd down and long. It looked like to me the Darren Graber snuck downfield open, but I thought it was a setup screen pass and there's a lineman downfield. So it's a good job by Klinkenfuss choosing his legal receiver instead of taking the penalty, going for the open one.
Excellent point, Mark. It's Klinkenfuss up under center in the offset eye here. Gillespie still at center. Takes a snap, fakes a handoff, and he's got guys open downfield, and likes to take it himself.
Open.
And I'm not sure if he got the first down. He did.
First down by a yard. Takes it down to about the 18-yard line.
Yep, 18.5-yard line. I think if Klinkenfuss wouldn't have slipped there, he might have got, you know, possibly more on that play. But as it is, he's got a first down. The clock is still running. This is what the Beavers are asking for. Kincaid wants the fans to get up on their feet and cheer, and we got a few of them complying.
With the way this offensive line for the Beavers is playing, the crowd should be cheering them because they're really doing an excellent job. You really can't say enough about them on how great of a job they're doing for the running backs and Rob Klinkenfuss.
I tell you what, the best passing game so far has been Klinkenfuss. Well, there's a bad one, but Klinkenfuss dropping back to pass, and if nothing's there, taking it himself. He's done a real good job doing that as he loses yardage on that play. But once again, we're under 5 minutes, you know. Probably by the time this play is snapped, will be almost to 3 or 4 minutes. So
21-yard line.
Good job by the offense.
As you see Mike Mickey coming out and Todd Tryon going back into the game.
Along with Ryan Grubb.
He's doing a really good job so far. You really can't point out one key player of the game so far for the Buena Vista offense because everything is so spread out and so balanced.
Exactly, but right now I think Klinkenfuss is really leading this team good, and he hands off to Mathers. Mathers getting ran down from behind. I tell you, if he don't get ran down from behind, he's not pulling the wagon back there. He might get a lot more yards on that play, but as it is, once again,
3rd down and 9.
Faced with a long 3rd down. But and Luther finally starts using their timeouts. Plenty of time left on the clock.
3 minutes, 58 seconds to be exact. Beavers still up 20-14.
As Brian Miller, the starting guard, or actually the starting center, moved over to guard, comes out, and Eric Lance, who started at guard because Miller was moved to center, is now back in. So I don't think the drop off too much there. Obviously, coach has enough confidence to start Lance there in the first place. I think he has enough confidence to go back to him, obviously.
That's a good point, Cass. One thing that coach said they do have is depth at a lot of positions. And so far right now, just a quick stat, the drive so far, it has been 4 minutes and 50 seconds so far. I mean, that's just a good drive whether you're trying to run out the clock or not. So it's a good job. Congratulations to the Beaver offensive line on doing a good job and keeping it up. And you just can't say enough good things about them so far today.
As you just saw the Beaver bus over there, all the fans on top of that cheering on our hometown Beavers here. Big play here for the Beavers. I think if they can pick up this 3rd down here, it's going to be really tough for the Norsemen to come back, but it's a big 3rd down, 3rd and 9. And nobody's in the middle of the field, so watch Klinkenfuss here. And he's got his man, and
threw it a little bit behind Todd Tryon, but he had a chance to get it. It would have been an excellent catch, but it's a good defensive play by Tryon again, just to stop the interception and knocking it out of the way of the Luther defensive secondary.
And we're going to have what looks to be about a 30-yard field goal, 35-yard
field goal by Carlos Martinez. Just remember, he had one blocked about at this length earlier. He's a left-footed kicker doing a good job so far. Let's see if the Beaver line can hold him out long enough to get this one through the uprights.
I tell you, these points are really crucial because then the Norsemen are going to have to score twice, and I think he nailed it. The fans tell me he did, as long as the refs do too. Great job, Martinez. I tell you what, that could have sealed the deal. Ice in his veins, as they always say about a kicker. Great job, Carlos Martinez.
It's kind of interesting. When everybody goes up to congratulate him after a kick, he just kind of gets swept off his feet by everybody, giving him a high five and slapping him on the back. I mean, like we said earlier, he's not the biggest guy, but boy, he's doing a great job so far.
And here is Carlos Martinez, a 5'7", 150-pound fresher from Papillion. I believe that he's 3 for 5 on field goals today, accounting for 9 of the 23 Beaver points today. Great job, Carlos Martinez. Also, great job, special team, everybody. The snap, the hold, the blocking, and then the swing of the leg up through the uprights. And great job by the refs to realize that the ball was through the uprights.
That's a good point from our angle. We couldn't quite tell, but that's all right. The refs had a better angle, and it was good.
As Martinez will once again kick to Thane Holland. But I tell you, if they can score quick, which they can, it's possible, then they'll be right back in this ball game. So I think Beavers need to do a good job here of good special teams play and maybe make the tackle deep down the field.
Thane Holland catches it about at the 6-yard line.
Kevin Endelman doing a good job getting downfield, and John Fick also in the play. Fick trying to strip the ball is letting the rest of the guys clean up. People like Sam Ortman and number 59 also in the play.
Good job on the coverage. He had a chance. Looked like there was a hole opening up, but the Beavers filled it up like only the Beavers can.
Exactly. The Beavers built a what do you call that, a dam. And they stopped that run. Good job. As quarterback makes a call at the line, I'm not really sure if he's trying to fly or he's trying to make a call, but as it is, linemen are down and he's ready to go. Josh back, and he's got his man, and he hits him. I tell you, Holland's been a real
consistent part of the Luther offense. I mean, he's everywhere. It seems to be that's Les Meyer's favorite receiver as we go to a hurry-up offense for the Luther College.
And I'm not surprised either. The clock is running at 3:14 and counting.
That was a good job by Jeff Brennan and number 4, Brian Schmidt, not to let Holland get the first down on that last play.
Exactly, I agree. And Lesselmeister drops back, and I tell you, that's got to be the Luther smartest play of the game. Let's run right at the heart of the Beaver defense. And it hasn't worked yet, and it's not going to work.
Let's run. It's like running at a brick wall, in my opinion, at least for today, Cass. They have really played a solid game for the nose guard and 2 tackles and those 2 defensive ends up front.
Once again, the guys up front, it's like the Beaver Dam. They're doing a really good job of getting pressure, and we got a spot pass right here.
Just a real quick hitch to Holland. Picked up about 6-7 yards on the play.
Enough for the first.
Good enough for the first down. But the clock's still running, which helps the Beavers.
Yep, the clock is in the Beavers' favor, and hopefully keep it going like that. 2:30 left to go, and counting once again. Beaver defensive backs getting positioned as Lesmeister drops back to pass, and he's got his man Wenthold. It looked like Wenthold ran a different pattern that Lesmeister had planned, but it stops the clock, and that's going to be, I believe, second down.
Second down and 10, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the half. I think on that last play, Lesmeyer just really wanted to stop the clock because he saw the receivers were not open, and he just kind of overthrew him, so just threw it so no one could get the ball, which was a smart play by his part.
Now he's in the shotgun. I think he's been getting a little pressure, and here comes McEnroy up the middle, and he really threw his lineman back. Oh, and if Schmidt wouldn't have been going after the receiver, he could have had a shot at that ball as it was deflected up in the air. But great play defensively by the Beavers defensive backs, so great job. And back to the hurry-up offense after the incomplete pass. Lesmeister under center, and calling the play at the line of scrimmage. He takes a snap, rolls out pass. Petticord getting pressure on him, And then he gets nailed by McEnroy. I mean, he is down. Now he's up. I tell you, 250 pounds moving as fast as it can is a pretty heavy hit, and he belted him. He just unloaded.
That's a good point. Good pursuit by the Buena Vista defense and good pass coverage by the secondary.
I agree totally. Once again, great job by everybody on the field out there. And
as the
fourth
crowd
and 10,
is
this is
standing
it.
up,
I think this is the ball game right here.
Victory in the shotgun is Lesmeyer. 4.
Coach Hadacek waving for the crowd. And with 2 seconds left, Lesmeister, he's going to run for it, and I don't think he's going to get it. And he fumbles the football, and the Beavers got the ball, I believe. And it looks like
Beavers recouple. It's number 95, Mike Petticourt. It looks like, yes, Mike Petticourt on the fumble recovery. Good job by the Buena Vista defense.
I tell you what, great job by the defense, and I just think everybody's played a great game on the defense, and great job recovering the ball. I think the whole front 7 has played great on the defense. They haven't ran the ball at all on them. And here we are on the offense again. I think we'll just run down the clock here with Mathers and Grubb and Klinkenfuss. Well, Coach drops out, or Klinkenfuss drops out the pass. I think that was called a bootleg there. I think Coach called a bootleg. Get Klinkenfuss outside. And I think that's going to hurt his average. But just the same, he's doing a good job. I think
under a minute 30 left to play in the game. Buena Vista looking for a victory, smelling it. They're doing everything they can to hold on to the lead. 23-14 is the lead with a minute 20 left to play. Klinkenfuss just wait until the very last second on the play clock to stat the ball, which is smart of him.
Excellent job by the quarterback. And I think Coach Hadacek maybe is making the right call here by keeping it in the hands of Klinkenfuss, a sure-handed quarterback, Klinkenfuss. And I do believe that the Beavers are going to come away victorious as it's under a minute now. The fans are getting excited. Cheerleaders are getting tossed around. And great job all around by the whole Beaver football team.
You just can't say enough on how balanced this team was today. It's amazing seeing them come out, play as a team, not really caring about individual stats, which is what you always find in a good team.
Looks like the Beavers are going to go up their record to 5-2, whereas Luther's going to fall to 3-4. Excuse me. And you know, 2 games out of the conference lead, but they played great this year in the conference, and that'll at least give them as many wins as they have. I think they have 5 wins last year or 3 wins.
They were 3-7 at the end of last year, so they've already beat their record so far.
They'll at least go 500 as they play 10 games in the Iowa Conference. So great job, Beavers.
Interesting move by the Luther team. They called their last time out with 25 seconds on the clock, with really no way possible to come out with this victory of this game.
Well, anything's possible in college football. I tell you, if they can return this punt or whatever and score, onside kick maybe. I don't know. I think if I'm well, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. That's why I'm not the coach. Joe Hadacek will probably punt the ball away. It's pretty safe play. They'll be coming after it, I'm sure, but
we're going to need another good coverage by our punt team.
Exactly. Barron probably going to get a decent kick away into this wind, although it's not slowed down. I think he'll be able to get one up, and they come after it, but they don't get it, and he gets it off, and here's a return. Oh, he gets smacked. John Fick in on that hit. He just hit him and unloaded along with Ben Smith. Both guys just unloading on him. 1 high, 1 low, I believe, and 18 seconds left. I think that's almost all she wrote.
That was a good punt. Mike Behrens might be a little mad at that one because it doesn't help his average a lot, but that's all right. It helps the team because he kept it low and just kept it able for the team to get under and have a good.
We got like a hook and lateral almost. I think that Luther player probably did want to get out of bounds there, and he obviously didn't.
They're trying to gamble for that one, but the clock stops long enough to reset the reset the sticks for the first down, and right after that, the play will resume. As you see, the offense is already set and ready to
Probably
go.
spike the football, and he does.
Spike the football with 7 seconds left to go in the game, actually.
Jeff Brennan almost playing center field now, just sitting back and not going to let anybody pass them. That way you're not going to let anybody score. But
you just can't say enough about the way the Beavers have played today. I mean, everybody came out ready, focused in on what the coaches wanted to do, really learned well, and they made some good adjustments at halftime on the defensive side of the ball, because right before halftime you saw the Luther College offense move it down the field and bring the game within 3. At the second half, they just shut them down.
I said in the right before halftime, I said that or right after halftime, that if Luther don't score, they can't win, and that's exactly what's happening. And Beavers are doing a good job. As the clock expires, well, for Luther, it's all over but the crying, because Beavers won homecoming 1998. Great job. Thanks for coming, everyone. And
beautiful day for football. I can't think of a better day so far this year for a football game. Perfect weather. Wind stayed down. Didn't have any effect on the game whatsoever. Beavers just played their hearts out. You can't say enough about it.
Everybody, Innovation Video did a great job, but I wish no one was watching us. I wish everyone could be here, because they did a great job.
I'd just like to thank everybody that came down to the game. Really a good crowd. A lot of parents, a lot of alumni came back for homecoming 1998. And you just can't say enough about the way the Beavers played. I know I said it before, and I'll probably say it again, but it's just amazing the quality football game the Beavers put together to up their record to 5 wins and 2 losses.
Well, I think
it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the Iowa Conference fared this weekend. I know there's a lot of big games that could have a lot of implements on standings. I know there's 2 undefeated teams with Wartburg and Central. It's going to be interesting to find out how they did. And I know Coach Hadchek is looking forward to the rest of the season with the type of team he has. He's doing a great job.
I don't think that the scoring doesn't show how well the Beavers played. I mean, they only scored 23 points. Obviously, that was enough to win. But I tell you, their offense played great. They didn't have the huge numbers, you know, that you like seeing. But I think that everybody did a good job offensively, like Ryan Grubb especially, and Rob Klinkenfuss. You know, Mathers didn't have the great game that I'm sure he'd like to have, but everybody wants a great game. And today it was Ryan Grubb's day. He's a senior. You know, it's his last homecoming game here for the Beavers, and second to last game, I believe, at the stadium. So I think he wanted to show what he's made of, and he did too. Big, powerful guy running for a lot of yards. Excellent job, Ryan Grubb.
Like you said, Ryan Grubb had a great game. I remember Hadachek's interview with Ryan Wickstrom before the game even started. He's saying they were 3-0 going into this game at home, and his team did not want anybody to come in and knock them off of their home field. Like they said, the team's coming into his house, or to their house, and they showed that it is their house, and no one is going to take it away from them. So the Beavers go 4 wins, 0 losses on the season at home, 5 and 2 on the road.
I'd like to say the scoring drives, what happened, to restate kind of how the game went, recap it. First quarter, Luther scored first. Dougherty with 1-yard TD run at 11:33 to give Luther a 7-0 lead. But then Klinkenfuss fought right back and threw Dave Jesse for a 3-yard gain, or 3-yard touchdown with 8:06 left to go. But I mean, it was a great catch by Jesse, and Jesse again from 20 yards out. But I'll recap this again later, and I'm sending down to Ryan Harder and talk about the plays of the game.
I'm down here on the field with Coach Hadachek. Coach, congratulations on the win today.
Thanks, Ryan. It's a total team effort, great crowd, awesome homecoming.
That's great. Now I noticed that today kicking played an important part of the win.
That's right, it did. You know, kicking game's always a third of the ball game, and we take pride in that. And we got to make sure that if we get a field goal opportunity, we put it through, and it would have been 6 more points. But nonetheless, a win's a win. We'll take whatever we can get in victory column.
Well, you certainly had a capacity crowd out here to see that win. Have you ever seen the stadium this full?
Awesome crowd, and I tell you, I credit them on that last play where the quarterback was trying to call it. You couldn't hear a thing on the sideline, and we got the best fans in the Iowa Conference, Ryan.
Okay, Coach, you're undefeated at home. That's great. Congratulations on the win, and wish you luck next week.
Thank you very much. We look forward to playing Dubuque, and got a couple more ball games left. We're trying to take them one at a time.
Okay, well, thanks for coming down, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you upstairs.
Excuse me.
go ahead and go with the rest of the scoring recap. As I said, Jesse, 20 yards out with 3:56 left to go to give the Beavers a 14-7 lead. And then Martinez took over for the Beavers, I believe. I think he possible special teams player of the game, probably. He had 3 field goals. The first one coming in the second quarter with 7:47 to go to give Beavers a 17-7 lead. But then Luther, you know, they got it going again. And Dougherty from 4 yards out, pass from Lesmeister with only 9 seconds to go made it 7-14 or 17-14. Beavers are ahead. And then at halftime, you know, Beavers come out. They shut down the Luther Norsemen, and then Martinez with a 26-yard field goal. Then the last score of the game, of course, Martinez with a 35-yard field goal. And great job, Beavers. You know, that's all you can say. They did a great job scoring when they had to. They did a great job defensively. I tell you, the defense played, you know, one of its better games of the year, I'm sure. They had some big plays against them, you know, a couple big pass plays, but the difference in the game, I believe, was the defense.
You know, the thing that really surprised me was the outstanding play of Dave Jesse's, as tight end number 14 for the Buena Vista Beavers football team. He's been solid all year, but it really surprised me. I didn't know he had quite as good as hands as he showed us today. Good concentration on that one catch that got tipped, and just good concentration. But enough for that about right now. We're going to toss down to our very own Ryan Harder with the players of the game. Take it away, Ryan.
Down here on the field with our offensive player of the game, Rob Klinkenfuss. Rob, congratulations on the win today.
Thanks a lot. I guess it was a total team effort, just as far as the defense stepped up when it needed to at the end. It ended up 23-14, and I think they had 10 at half or 14 at halftime. In fact, so the defense pitched a shutout in the second half, which was good. And when the defense plays well, we seem to win games.
That's great, and you didn't have such a bad game yourself. 157 yards, a couple touchdowns, 16 carries for 75 yards. Congratulations on the good game.
I tell you what, we changed our offense a little bit. We used to strictly play out of the pocket, and we started sprinting out some, giving me the run-pass option, which is kind of nice. And as far as offensively up front, that's where we're getting it done. Our offensive line, they've been together for, well, three or four of them been together for all 4 years now, and you know they're starting to play really well together.
Well, Rob, congratulations on the win. I wish you luck as you travel to Dubuque next week.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you. Back to you upstairs.
Big game for the Beavers next week. I believe they have
travel to Dubuque University
Exactly.
over in Dubuque, Iowa, which is on the eastern side of the state. Just a great game. I hope the Beavers can keep it together for the remainder of the season. A couple big games coming up against Co and Central, big powerhouses in the conference.
I tell you what, if BV can knock off Central, that gives them a loss in the conference, and then I think if they can, you know, finish the game out undefeated, it'll be a great season for the Beavers, but it'll be tough. But let's go down to Ryan Harder right now, defensive player of the game, I believe Wade McEnroy.
Ryan Harder down here on the field one final time, and with Wade McEnroy representing the defense. The whole defense is the player of the game. Wade, congratulations on the win.
Thanks. It was a good win. The defense really stepped it up this game, and offense had it in the red zone a lot, but just put it in. Next week we'll do better.
Yeah, well, it was a great game for the defense. Like you said, you kept them completely scoreless during the second half. I'd say it's an effort to be proud of.
Yeah, we have a lot of checks this game because they ran a lot of different formations. So we just played basic defense and stepped it up.
Well, Wade, congratulations. Wish you luck next week. And it's been a great homecoming. Thanks for helping out.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, back to you.
Well, thank you, Ryan. You've done a great job with all those field reports. I'd like to thank him. I'd like to thank everybody else here at BV and IV Video for coming out and enjoy the game and doing a good job covering it. Final score, 23-14, Beavers over Luther. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Till next time, this is Cass Burkhart and Mark Hazelton. See you later.